Oh, hey, I didn't catch you there. I was just watching some TV in my spare time here. Feel free to change the channel if you want. Oh my goodness, infamous Swoosh! What a lovely surprise! I think you have some lint on your shirt. Let me just, Ooh, my bad, bro. I did not know I could do that.
Don't worry about it, man. I think I could rock this look for the video.
Okay, cool. You might just be stuck like that forever, by the way.
Now just wait a second, hold on. Welcome to Camping Stories with Rexby and
Welcome
Swoosh.
to another banger.
What are we talking about today?
We are talking about some summer camp stories. Yay!
Woo! This is true. This is true, XD. And I'd like to hear your stories.
You'd like to hear my stories? I'd like to hear your stories, dude.
No, I will sit here and I'm not saying a word.
Oh, okay. You really are too kind, man. You know, I'm sorry about the hair thing. I know you don't have hair right now.
You know what, man? I just shaved my head before this video, so it all worked, man. It worked out.
It works out. There was this like church Bible school camp I went to. It was like around middle school, right? This was right after I finished my 6th grade year, so I'm a little youngster. I remember having like a really good time overall. We were on this like college campus, and I got to stay in some student dorms for a few days, so that was cool.
Nice.
And it was one of those things where they gave you a schedule just to show like, hey, this is what's going on. Whenever we ate our meals, whenever we had any significant thing throughout our day, it was on the schedule, so we could always, you know, reference it.
So you know what's going on.
Yeah, you gotta let them know. So we also got a few hours of free time every day, like 2 or 3 hours. There was some wiggle room in there to just do, you know, whatever you wanted to, as long as you didn't leave the campus and just go wandering off, which as a kid, that was a big deal, especially, you know, at an age where my world was so small.
Yeah.
In our dorm rooms, we were paired in groups of 2. So it was me and another kid, maybe 2 grades ahead of me. He was older than I was. And during our 2nd day there, me and my buddy, we both go in our dorm room during our free time. And he's like, hey, I'm going to go to the store they have on campus and get some stuff. I'm like, okay, he's going to get a snack. I'll find something to do in the meantime. Now, at the time, I only had this little flip phone that my parents gave me for emergencies.
Oh my God.
And I remember I had given this kid my number, you know, and I was stressing to him exactly what my parents told me. I'm like, hey, this is literally just for emergencies.
Right.
So only call me if it's like something bad. I go and walk around for a bit and just find something fun to do. And after about 45 minutes, I get a call on my flip phone from none other than this kid. He's like super panic sounding. He's like, dude, I messed up real bad. You got to come back to the room. I'm freaking out right now. And he was crying over the phone.
Okay.
And I'm thinking like, did he kill someone? Like what could he have possibly done in under an hour that's this bad?
It's the perfect crime.
It's the perfect crime. So I'm like prepared for the worst. I'm like freaking out now. I go like sprinting back to the room. And when I get back to the room, he had paint all over him, like craft paint all over him.
What?
And he was crying and I was so confused. I'm like, literally what happened? It's been like 45 minutes. He just kind of points to the bathroom. And when I went in there was paint all over the bathtub and on the sink and some on the walls. He goes to like frantically explain to me that in just the hour or so I was gone, he had gone to the little camp store like he said. Okay. He had purchased like a watercolor paint set there.
Okay.
And he tried painting something. And then he was like, okay, I'm going to go try to wash my paintbrush off. It started staining the sink. And so he freaks out and, you know, he's trying to scrub the paint out and it just gets more paint everywhere.
What?
So then he goes to the tub and he tries to scrub it out that way.
What kind of watercolor was this? What the heck?
We were kids, so like maybe he thought it was like watercolor and it was acrylic or like some kind of paint that just doesn't wash off. I was like, okay, this is bad, but we should tell. Like we had these adult chaperones just for our dorm hall. We were both hesitant about like saying something because we would get in trouble. I ended up like manning up and just being like, okay, let's just tell somebody. And so somebody came over. It was like super chill. They weren't panicked at all. They just got some cleaning spray and it got fixed in like literally 2 minutes.
So he cried for nothing.
It was no big deal. Like it was, but as a kid, I was like, oh my God, we're going to jail.
Wait, how old were you?
I was like 12, probably, maybe 11.
Oh yeah. World-ending event right there for sure.
Definitely. I mean, that was probably around 2012. So, you know, we thought the world was ending anyway. Maybe that was just the start of this downward spiral.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of my stories just take place at the same camp. But like, so how my summer camp worked back in the day is that like our church just like owned like a giant property and people can like bring their campers up there and like park it there. And like you can go there any day of the week. Like they have like extracurricular, I don't know if that's the right word, activities, but like they had like day camp and they had swimming lessons and all those things. So like most of my childhood during the summer, it's like, let's go to camp, you know? There's one time like, there's like a little fishing dock in the shape of like a T I don't even like the fish, but we would all just kind of go on there because it's like this nice view of a big old pond. We were like, I think we were all like skipping rocks or something, as kids do. It's the most like, dopamine inducing, activity when, iPads and phones didn't exist.
The golden era?
Yeah, the golden era. So we were skipping rocks, and my buddy, like, I don't know how you skip rocks, RaxD, but freaks skip rocks like a frisbee, like they're throwing a frisbee. If anyone's in the audience that doesn't know how to skip a rock, in my opinion, you kind of like hold it with your like middle finger and thumb and kind of just flick it in like a straight line with your right hand if you're right-handed, and flick it against the water. And my buddy's like throwing it like a frisbee. He's like, his arms going whoosh-wah in the air. It's like not doing much. But I was like, dude, that's not how you skip a rock. You look like an idiot. Like, you gotta do it like this. And of course I do it and maybe get a couple skips. He's like, no, whatever, leave me alone. And he gets a running start, this guy, to frisbee this freaking rock. And his last step misses the dock. Buddy just falls into the water. And like, fully clothed, like everyone's just laughing at him. Probably traumatic for him. I thought it was hilarious at the time because I was like a little punk. But I was like, dude, that's why you don't do that. Like,
That's why I tried to tell you.
yeah,
If you just listened,
shut up, man. And I of course I thought it was hilarious because I just didn't unlock empathy yet in my life.
There was this weird period of like 3 summer breaks where my parents decided, me and my brother, we were too old for a babysitter. Okay. But we were also still too young to just sit around all summer and not do anything.
Right.
They'd enroll us in just random camps like near us that we wouldn't normally do, but just so they could get us out of the house. So there was this one we went to called, I don't remember the exact name, but it was along the lines of like, no parents allowed. And I just imagine that with like a skull and crossbones and like some flames.
Is
on
this
there.
a Disney Channel original movie or like?
Dude, it sounds like it.
It was called Camp Rock.
It was called Parents Get Out of Here. We're kids and we rule the world. I guess it was like to make kids attending it feel like it was exclusive and like some sort of like rebellious thing.
Yeah.
I mean, it worked because I was really excited about it the week leading up to camp. I was like pretty young, like 4th or 5th
There's
grade.
not gonna be any parents there.
Yeah, I mean, there's no parents. Like, we can just do whatever we want. We could burn down, we can tear down public infrastructure, we can burn down buildings. The whole thing was supposed to last an entire week, and I only lasted a single day.
Wait, what?
And just to give you a rundown of what we did on our first day, we had this water slide we had to go down. It was summer, of course, but it was covered with chocolate milk for some reason. I wish I was making this up.
What?
They just covered it in chocolate milk instead of water.
Ew, that's disgusting.
I have no idea why they did that. And looking back, it's like milk would like totally like curdle like outside when it's hot. Like that would just smell bad.
Yeah, kinda.
Later in the day, we played, the classic game of Duck, Duck, Goose, which I'm sure you're familiar with. That's a classic.
Oh, dude. Yeah, 2006 champion you're talking to right now.
So I don't need to explain that, but if you got picked as the goose in this specific version we played, they dumped freezing cold ice water on you, like so cold that you got that like diver's reflex where you were like, oh my god, like that, and you felt like you had been shocked awake. I actually
God.
like hated that one. There was one that involved like putting our feet in potato salad for some reason.
For what?
It was straight up like from an episode of iCarly or something. Like, it was weird. Like, I never saw it as a weird thing, but like looking back as a kid, I'm like, they were on like drugs when they came up with these ideas.
Yeah, who was coming up with these ideas?
And then we had some kind of food fight thing where like we sprayed each other with like ketchup and mustard, which,
Bro, what?
if that gets in your eyes, you're like cooked. Like, that's it.
Holy cow. More like smelly camp, dude. That's disgusting.
I know.
Let's have our kids stand in the grossest things of all time. Because potato salad, everyone likes that, you know?
I remember getting in the car at the end of the day and looking down at the white t-shirt I had on and just having like yellow and red stains all over it. And I'm like, I don't think I like this, Mom. I don't want to come back.
Well, hold on. You're telling me there was a parent on the premises of the no parents allowed camp?
Well, they had to pick you up.
Wow, this is an outrage.
Everyone had hazmat suits on because they were like, well, that's a parent. We gotta keep our distance. The thing that goes through my head is like, that was day one, right? That was like the light work. That was like the opener. Like, what did the other 4 days look like? Like,
dude, I don't even know.
they have like a Mark Rober like Jello swimming pool or something, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what they'd possibly do to top that.
When I was young, like probably like before I even turned 8, so I was like 6 or 7. What?
Wait a second.
Cut that out of the video. I was like six years old.
I'm leaving it
whatever.
in.
Okay. So when I was a kid, I couldn't ride my bike. I didn't like learn how to ride a bike till I was like 8 or 9. So like if the other kids who were like a year or two older than me or even like my age would ride bikes around the camp, I'd just like run everywhere. That's not a joke. Like my cardio has never gotten better since then. I just was running everywhere. I was like, this is how to do it. One time I was running so fast down a rocky road that I like tripped and busted my knee open and then still have the scar from that.
Oh.
So it's like I just ran everywhere. So much so that my mom signed me up for like a triathlon at the camp. So I guess there was like this event going on. I must have been like, I don't even know. Maybe I was 9. I don't remember. I was very young. And there was like swimming, biking, and running in this whole race. And you had 2 partners, right? My partners are probably adults that are like doing the swim race, getting out of the water, running their teammate, do the bike, quickly, do the bike. But I'm like the runner. Why anyone trusted like a 7-year-old with running, I don't know. But we had to like run all around the camp. And like there's this one, like there's literally a hill, like it's a glorified hill. And it was like at the beginning of the race. And I'm like 7 years old and I'm running up this hill and I'm realizing like halfway through this race, like, I don't know if I can do this. Like I'm like,
I was dying.
and at one point I'm like, where am I going? And I remember this adult was like, you go through that little passway and you take a left. And I go, I don't know which way is left because I didn't know my right or lefts at that point.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I ended up not really placing super well, but I think that I got like a participation trophy because like I was like the youngest person. I was the youngest person in all of like the 20 teams doing this giant like athletic race. I don't know why anyone was like, let's get that 7-year-old Nathan to do it. Why not? But hey, I got a medal. So I was like, sweet, I'm the coolest kid in this camp. I didn't see you run that race.
I was thinking when you said triathlon that they'd have you doing like a big boy like triathlon where it's like, oh yeah, run like 10 miles right now.
I think it was a mile. I think we had to run a mile. I was like a big sprinter when I was a kid. So I'm sprinting and then I'm like, I don't understand the concept of pacing myself because apparently I didn't even know my left and rights.
It's like, why is there still more trail? It's still going.
Dude, it didn't stop. It felt like just eternal. I'm like, holy, when is this thing gonna end? Which way's left? I don't know.
I gotta figure out how to like return you to your normal character form.
Yeah, that'd be nice. I miss having my hair.
Alakazam.
Wow!
Oh, hey.
Thank you! I can't feel my legs because I'm just an image now, but that's okay.
Yeah, you're gonna be in PNG form until you leave like the video frame.
I'm floating into the ceiling now. Goodbye.
Okay, bye. Just leave through the hole you came in through. Yep, there you go. Well, what am I supposed to do now?